Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about interiors from social media. I haven't seen these interiors before, so you'll get my genuine reactions. Let's go! Rounded doors, nice. But I do have a question. How do you actually work in this cabinet? The idea of a work nook that you can close off to block outside noise or avoid disturbing others while on Zoom calls makes sense. But in this setup, you can only work with the doors open. If you close them, there's no room to sit with a chair. Functionally, these doors don't make much sense. It'd be better to just leave the niche open to showcase the workspace. I'd suggest either making the understairs area deeper to fit a proper desk and allow it to be closed off for privacy, or ensuring it works better for focused work without disturbances. I'll give this interior a 3 out of 5 for functionality. Oh, a cabinet behind the mirror. That's such a cool and practical solution. It helps keep the clutter out of sight. And by the way, it's super clever that there's another mirror for shaving hidden behind it. You can open and adjust it, making shaving much more convenient. Great functional idea, especially since built-in faucets require extra space. That's why they had to extend the wall. But instead of fully extending it for the pipes and plumbing, they cleverly incorporated this storage system. A very practical and efficient choice. From a design perspective, golden faucets are going out of style, so the choice feels a bit overdone. But functionally, it works well. The sink height is fine. When designing sink height, it's important to ensure it's neither too low nor too high. A good standard height is about 33.9 inches. One small thing though, the light fixture between the two mirrors. I'd probably place 2 fixtures, one on each side of the mirrors, rather than this single tightly placed light. Overall, I'd rate the setup a solid 4 out of 5. Next up. Oh, LED light strips. Pretty cool. The only question is about the automation, how it's implemented and how it works. Smart home systems often don't perform well if they're poorly configured. So if you're going for smart lighting, it's essential to have professionals handle the setup and automation to ensure it's simple to use and properly adjusted upon installation. One thing I'd change here, see how the baseboard runs along the floor? It doesn't look very neat because the line is interrupted by the baseboard. In such cases, it's better to design hallways without baseboards, especially since the flooring is stone, which meets the wall directly. With materials like stone or ceramic tile, baseboards aren't necessary. Baseboards are typically used with wood or parquet flooring as wood expands and contracts with temperature changes, requiring a gap to prevent warping. But with ceramic tile, you can skip this and install the light fixture without the baseboard, achieving a cleaner and more elegant look. I'd give it a 4. Moving on. Swings. Oh, my girlfriend absolutely loves swings. Anytime I include swings in a project or interview setting, she's like, "Wow, that's so cool!" Now she wants swings in our apartment too. Swings are fun and cool, but you need to plan the space carefully to ensure no one breaks anything or themselves while swinging. Swings look amazing, evoke emotions, and are perfect for photos. If you have enough space, like here, definitely go for swings. Solid 4+. Now, about this explosion of colors, love the vibrant interior, it's cool. But when designing colorful spaces, especially if you're painting walls, keep in mind that you might get tired of it. In this case though, it's the furniture, which is easy to swap out or replace, so a colorful interior makes sense, and projectors. Wow, projectors are just fantastic. I often use projectors in my designs because they can create a specific mood or atmosphere. For example, you can project ocean sounds, a crackling fire, or rain to transform the vibe of a space. That's why this setup gets another thumbs up from me. The chairs are a bit overused. Designers incorporate them into all kinds of interiors, and they're just way overdone. Now, about the air conditioner. In this case, the air conditioner looks fairly neutral and doesn't draw much attention. Its shape is fine, but I usually try to hide air conditioners in cabinets or build them into the design. You can even conceal them in a decorative basket or mesh panel so they're out of sight, and of course the curtains lower and you can project onto them. That's awesome. Plus the window serves as a natural picture. The viewpoints are well designed. You can sit at the table, eat, and either watch the projector or enjoy the beautiful scenery visible through the window. The interior is fantastic. The atmosphere is set with lighting, like that large glowing sphere above the living area. And it can change colors too. 5 out of 5. Some kind of transformation. How to make the space feel larger. From a functionality perspective, yes, they added more storage systems. Everything was raised on a podium. If this podium is used for storage, it might be a good idea. I wouldn't say the space feels larger though. Visually, it actually feels smaller because there's a lot going on. But they did manage to add more functional zones. If the goal is to fit many different zones in one space, this works. There's a workspace and a bed on the podium. A bed on a podium is a good solution if you're integrating storage underneath and want to create a nice view from the bed. The dark windows seem out of place in this design, in my opinion. I might have made them white and maybe added curtains. By the way, did you know that you can now repaint or laminate windows in any color without removing them? So take advantage of that. A hidden TV. On one side, there's a TV, and on the other side, decor. A great solution. We recently posted a video on our channel featuring this design where one side hides the TV. It's cool that it moves to reveal the decor. Want to watch TV? You focus on the TV. Want to hide the TV? You've got decor instead. I prefer using projectors on walls instead of having a TV. A great solution. They've hidden a whole corner cabinet in the kitchen. My only question is about functionality. If it's a kitchen, there should be space for storing kitchen utensils. The shelves aren't designed for storing pots, pull-out systems, or even jars of grains. It just looks like a wardrobe where you could hang clothes. If you want to put appliances there, you need to add outlets. You open it, and there are toasters, kettles, maybe a food processor. And all of that can be hidden away. In this case, the functional purpose of this space isn't very clear. The backsplash is very tall and the cabinets above it look extremely small. It's inconvenient to store anything in them. Either they should have been removed altogether or placed lower. Overall, the design feels a bit overused. You can see it in the marble on the backsplash. The kitchen's baseboard runs along the floor. It's done in gray, and ideally, if you're working with volumes, this should be one cohesive block. So there's a question about the designer's taste and how well the functionality was planned. Probably a C-, but the idea of sliding cabinets in the kitchen is great. Oh, what's this? Wow! It moves and slides in. Beautiful. I like that there are hidden shelves where you can place jars without creating visual clutter. I really love interiors where there's some movement, things transform or pull out. It's great. The design looks stylish because the wall is made of stone and the sink is either made from the same stone or matches perfectly. A solid A. Wow, is that the Milky Way? A starry sky? There's even a comet that might fly by. My only question is how it's made. If it's done with projection, then the implementation is clear. The budget is a question here, as you'd need multiple projectors because the surface is so long. The idea is interesting, the lighting is great, and it creates a fantastic atmosphere. A solid solution. You just need to prepare various scenarios in advance for projecting onto the ceiling. Otherwise, you could just run a YouTube video and it might look awkward. Designers planning such interiors need to find a company to handle the projection or do it themselves. In my new apartment, which I'm working on now, I'll be showing you videos soon. We'll also be using a lot of projectors to create a special atmosphere. The steps, if this were a hotel room, someone could easily trip, and regulations would require a bright strip to prevent falls. That would ruin the design, but if it's an apartment where someone lives, they'd quickly get used to the step and stop tripping. However, you can't use this kind of solution in public spaces. It's a cool, unusual, and interesting idea overall. Oh my, look at that! Some sort of Optimus Prime. You know guys, there's just one issue with these kinds of faucets. If they're cheap and low quality, they break quickly and start looking bad. It's like those shower cabins where the jets spray in all directions instead of straight where they should. The quality of this faucet is key. If it's high quality, expensive, and well made, I think it's a great choice. Honestly, in terms of functionality, it's more of a fun gadget to impress your friends or enjoy yourself in your smart home. Personally, I like including these kinds of solutions in my home, and I enjoy it when guests come over and are surprised by something cool I've implemented. So what's this? Some kind of transforming decor. It doesn't seem to have any particular function. It's just a little cabinet you can slide around. There's no real functional purpose. It's quite bulky, and you can see the hinges on the side, an iffy design choice. Friends, this is a trial heading, so if you liked it, write comments. From them, we can understand whether we need to continue making such videos or not. See you in the next videos. Bye-bye.